2. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
showtime. Yo, what up, everybody, man? Thanks for tapping in. Hey, you know we're knocking out 2 podcasts today. Double header, man. That's how we get down and shit, you know? I was gonna say like the LA team, but we ain't gonna say that team no more, man. They ain't rocking with us, you know? With what's going on and all that, you know? But now, man, we got Kiki Smooth and Los Associates, man. Los Asociados and shit.
Asociados.
You guys already know, man. My English is second language, and my Spanish is terrible. So I try and make do with both of them and shit.
That's right. Man, thank you for having us, bro. For reals, man.
Yeah.
You know
I appreciate you guys making time to come rock with us and shoot, man. You know. But definitely, why don't we start with some introductions, bro? You know.
Well, everybody call me Compa T from Asociados, Requintero, and time writer and stuff, you know.
All right, so you like writing songs and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Like the melody for the beat and everything?
Everything, yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call me Dre from Asociados. I play bass, I play guitar, and I'm a backup singer.
Oh, that's what's
like
up.
the second voice.
What does that necessarily mean? I'm not too keen on live music and stuff, dude. So like,
Well, basically, he does the first voice and I do the second voice.
so like, for example, it'll be like, we're rocking, and you'll be like rocking, like kind of like that.
Nah, just backing up the whole voice in general.
Okay. So you sing the same song?
Yeah, the same lyrics, same everything.
I'm ignorant, sorry, bro. So
Nah,
you know,
good,
for
you good.
everybody
It's all
out there
love.
watching and shit,
It's all
too,
love.
man, you
It's
know?
all love.
Yeah. And we got Kiki Smooth, man.
The first
you know?
Mexican rapper out of Compton, Rich and Ruthless Records, Kiki Smooth. Y'all know what we do.
Oh, that's
You know what I
what's
mean?
up, man. So you are the first Mexican rapper out of Compton and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
up,
Big
dude.
shout outs to Yela naming me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm the only Mexican I'm the only artist besides BG Knockout and Easy to have a CD with Yela.
Oh, that's what's up,
You
dude.
feel me?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I got blessed and he named me that.
Yeah.
It's in his book.
Oh, that's what's up,
That's
dude.
what's even crazier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, so you've been rocking with them for a minute, bro. Like from before. We were just talking earlier. You used to DJ for Coolio. So not to just keep it about you, right? But like, let's take a little bit back. Like, how's that been for you, bro? Like being from like when hip hop was like at its best, right? In a way, bro. Homie,
You know,
yeah.
me and Game grew up together on the same block. Like hip hop has been around me all my life.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? My mom worked at Louis Burgers where NWA used to go and eat.
Oh, sure.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my mom always knew who they were, but I never imagined, you know, to grow up in the mecca of West Coast hip hop and become, you know, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton. You know, because to me it was just a DJ dream. It was a dream of at 12 years old that I was gonna go around the world as a DJ.
Oh man, scratching records and shit.
Yeah, and it was crazy when I manifested and made it happen. You know what I mean? I got the job at Eazy E's record store at Underworld Records with Big A. Then I got my job with Coolio as Coolio's main DJ and toured the world for 5 years. You feel me?
How did that plug you in? How did that work out? Like,
And you know, it's crazy. Back in the days, I used to buy weed from his nephew. And his nephew is his hype man.
Oh, all right, yeah.
You know, and I invited his nephew to a couple of my battles. I would battle motherfuckers, and I would go to
Like
do house
flowing and
parties.
shit?
No,
Yeah?
no, DJ.
Oh, DJ? Oh, sure, they have DJ battles and
Yeah,
shit?
back in the days,
Oh,
the Guitar
damn.
Center battles, all that shit. I used to pull up to those motherfuckers and fuck people up.
That sounds interesting, dude,
Really?
honestly, and shit, you know?
You know, I was just into the craft crazy,
Yeah,
and I fucking was on the block, and I got a phone call from him, like on some like. My little brother Freddie was like, "Hey, you know, this is a phone call. They're calling you." You know, this was house phone days. You feel me? It was house phone days. So motherfuckers was like, "Man, you better go check that phone call." Like, man, I wonder what this motherfucker want. Went to the house and he was like, "Hey, Coolio needs a DJ." Because Coolio already had a DJ.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Fat Box, rest in peace.
Because they usually come up together,
Yeah,
right? Like
so
somehow,
Coolio already had a DJ. You know what I mean? They years and years. You know what I mean? But I guess they had a fall off where Coolio got mad at him. So it was an opportunity, and I could say it's kismet, it's fate. You feel me? That Coolio ended up being in the right time, in the right position at the right time, bro. Because Coolio needed someone that he could connect with from his own city.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And I remember him when he used to rap at the park. Because I used to swim at his park, at Mona Park. I went to elementary. I went to Martin Luther King in my junior high. was Bunch. And all of those schools, those both schools are around where he's from. He's from Mona Park Crips. So when I started telling him who I was, he was like, "That's it, you're my DJ. Fuck that other fool. He's not coming back." And I was like
that, huh? Like,
no, it was crazy, bro, because I had never been in a position like that. I only did quinceañeras and house parties for gangsters.
Yeah.
Imagine just going straight on to the big leagues. Like, you got to hit a home run.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to hit a home run and you got to impress these motherfuckers right now, this second. That fool, we went to Texas and that fool to ask me if I wanted to go to Atlanta right there and then. I was like, hell yeah. And you paying me? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Moved on to Atlanta and I never turned back, bro. We just went and did amazing shit. You know, one thing he did, dog, he got a rehearsal hall for 2 months and we practiced. Rehearsal.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Until I got it on point.
Yeah.
And it was on and popping after that.
It's not just showing up and setting up and shit.
No,
dude.
well,
like,
you know,
it's like
this is entertainment.
Yeah.
This ain't no fucking rap show.
Yeah,
Feel me?
yeah.
This is a guy that's won awards and all that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers coming out of a car out of the trunk, like the video.
Yeah.
Feel me?
That's the
Props.
shit.
We would, all that dancers, like my DJ 45 said, Coolio used to dance. Coolio used to dance up and down that goddamn.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he was dancing and everybody was kind of moving like this, and he was like, Kiki, why you not moving? Nigga, you better move with us.
Yeah.
So I practiced even where I would move and scratch and then come back this way, move and scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was cool.
That's
It's a
dope.
blessing.
Sounds like a dope experience.
It was
bro, you know?
the best years of my life. You know, blessings to Coolio, man. That fool really took me on a voyage that I appreciate to this day. You feel me? So being able to see the world and a kid from Compton, California that had this dream since high school, and to make it happen, it was just, you know, a manifest in my life that, you know, I brought that to existence.
Yeah.
And now, you know, look at me. You feel me? I'm DJing and rapping.
Yeah.
You know?
And then somebody had a question here, dude, you know? They said, are you kind of like a hip hop or banda and shit?
Nah, we everything.
And then that's what I was going to say, because the song that we played that you sent me was banging, bro. I like how it started, and then it went into the hip hop thing with the culture, you know? And I was like, man, that shit is fire, bro.
That's what a DJ knows how to do. You got to understand, Compton is, the music is created by DJs. The first DJs, you got to understand, it was the Wrecking Crew. Who we got out of the Wrecking Crew? We got Dre and Yela. DJs.
Yeah.
There's DJ Quick. DJs.
Yeah.
And now you have Kiki Smooth.
Yeah.
Feel me? A DJ. And I had already had this idea of mashing the music together because of the way I DJ.
It's dope, dude.
You feel
Honestly,
me?
That's dope.
But
you know?
my boys were on the same road. Straight out.
Yeah,
Imagine you thought you created this road that these two major like banda and musicos and hip hop.
Yeah.
You feel me? These motherfuckers were already doing it too, bro.
Oh, that's what's up, dude.
You feel me?
Then, yeah, so you did all your hip hop thing and all that, and then you kind of came back, right? You're settling in. Like, how do you link up with los asociados?
So, you know, what's crazy is, like you said,
years later, right?
Yeah, I already had worked with Yela and did all of this, and I'm popping, and, you know, I get to drop the first ever, I dropped the first Spanish album out of Compton.
Oh, all right.
The Spanish rap.
Like Spanish rap, right?
Yeah, you feel me? I dropped the first ever Spanish rap. It's called Compton, and I have a single on there with
like Compton in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
well,
dope.
my brother has it tatted on his back. A lot of prison dudes do. You feel me?
All right.
And you know, my brother told me that that's for our people. You feel me? But I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I was like, COMPTONE. Yeah, I'm the one, the O, the N, and the E. You feel me? And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get to doing it. I ended up doing a single with Lil Eazy, and I wrote the whole thing. And that was just an honor to have my brother let me go ahead and pin the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, dope.
And him doing the video with me, and we got Remick from Tijuana. We did a major video, you feel me? And always wanted to do something else after that album.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw these dudes on YouTube in front of the Compton Core building singing.
Oh, that's how you kind of came about. Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let them know. What were y'all singing though?
Yeah, we're performing that one song from Too Short. I'm a player.
Oh,
Imagine that, bro.
So
Really?
we converted that sound like
into a banda mix.
into the way we play.
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah. One day my boy he came around like, hey, let's start playing this. All right, let's get it together. You know, so that's. So we started doing that hip hop.
You came up with that idea? That's hard.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, it's trippy because, like, you know how sometimes you're in the elevator and they have elevator music, no? And you hear a hip hop song, but like in a melody, no?
Yeah.
And then that's clever. So like taking hip hop and adding it into live instruments is clever as fuck.
Yeah.
But why don't we take it a step back and how did you two guys connect and shit? Because you guys were the banda first, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So how did you guys kind of meet and connect?
I met my boy right because I used to play with one of his uncles.
Mm-hmm.
He plays too and stuff. So that's how I met him. And basically we grew up in the same neighborhood.
All right.
So that's why we're like, hey. And back in the days, like
So from kids and shit.
Nah? Kids. Nah. But like and back in the days, there only used to be like certain musicians out there.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we only like have little crowds and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's how this fool plays. I was like, fuck it, let's go bring him.
Yeah.
And that's how we came across with him, and then from right there was his history. We made the team and shit que se llama Asociados.
Uh-huh. It was a 2-man team. Yeah.
No, well basically it's 3 men.
3 men. Okay.
three
Yeah.
men.
Yeah, we're both from South Central. That's how we clicked up right there in South Central.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody knows each other in that little area.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. And then so you guys were making like banda music though, like.
Yeah,
Spanish,
basically,
right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right.
Corridos, canciones, everything.
Yeah. Performing like at parties and things like that.
We used to perform everywhere.
We still do.
Oh, dope.
Holla at us, bro.
I mean, we used to when we first started, we just wanted to play anywhere, So we used to be charging cheap too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like fuck it, let's go play, So we used to do that. Then next thing you know, like we started writing our own music. That's when people started like looking up to us, like, hey, who the fuck is this fool? Like, oh, what's up? Let's get him and shit, So then we started writing our own music, and then the big label started trying to get us to sign a contract with them.
Oh, okay.
But then we landed a contract, and then we got out of it, because
sometimes they're not good, no?
Yeah. So we're like, man.
Yeah, while they were signed to that label, I had came up with that idea. So this idea that you're hearing now, we've had it for what, 5-7 years, something like that. And I approached their label that I wanted to do this with them.
Oh, okay.
But at the time, their label that they were signed to wasn't feeling the idea because it was kind of snatching them away from what they were already doing, and they were peaking at that time. You know what I mean? They were headed doing tours and stuff like that. They had a song called Bien Lit that was popping like a mug. So it was really hard for them to be able to let that go and then start something new with me.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You feel me? But luckily, years passed off. They said they got out of their contract, and they ended up at the label I'm signed to, and that's Rich and Ruthless Records with Easy.
Yeah.
So when they gave me the call that these fools were at the studio, I pulled up.
Oh, shit.
I pulled my dog. Like when they told me they're here right now, I was like, yeah, tell them motherfuckers to hold up that I'm on my way over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody at the studio we were deep out there. Like, man, let me talk to y'all on the side real quick. Like, man, look, I want to work with y'all. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna book the studio and we're gonna go to work. And they were like on some like respectful, like these niggas, let's go. I'm with it. I told them, look, it's gonna be different though. And they were like, don't trip. I mean, none of us had a clue what the fuck was gonna sound like, but we knew once you get in the kitchen, it was gonna end up tasting good. And we got the studio. We went to Firehouse Studios. It's the only place we record at with Choco Beats. And we created this fucking sound, bro, from scratch. The lyrics, everything. It was not like, oh, let me email it to you and you're going to sit around forever and write the song. It was like, let's go. Let's cook. You feel me? And real hip hop with real gangster feeling. You feel me? Like I felt that Compton vibe with corrido just mashing in together, and we did that with just this fool.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I think that's a dope ass concept, dude. You know, and hearing that song. So Rich Rolling, no,
Rich and Ruthless.
Rich and Ruthless. So
Ruthless
it used to be
Records.
Ruthless Records,
Yeah.
but they just added
The
Rich,
Rich,
right?
yeah.
And that's Lil Easy's.
Yeah, that's Little Easy's
Little
label.
E,
well, him and Yela.
They took
Yeah,
over basically.
yeah, they took over.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they signed a lot of Hispanic artists.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The majority is all Hispanics.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. And out of different areas, not just
Yeah,
Compton and shit.
well, South Central, Compton, Watts. We have them all from everywhere.
Oh, dope,
Southgate.
dope. Yeah.
East LA, all
East
that.
LA,
Royal
yeah.
Heights, all
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, they have them from everywhere. And, we have some black people, and we have E3, like his brother that's bad as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But the main artist, is Lil Eazy and Yela. They do, they still do the traditional Eazy E.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when they're out there doing the touring, yeah. But Yela just retired recently. We went to Arizona and closed it out. It was a pretty dope ass show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
ever since that, I've been going even harder to DJ and rap. He gave me a dope ass speech and he pumped me up to go even harder. So we pushing this style of music, even harder on people now.
And what's some of the feedback you guys been getting in this style of music and shit?
What's crazy? I was just telling T on the way over here. It's been a beautiful blessings from every single soul that's heard this style of music that we've been. It's new. It's never been done.
Yeah.
We're the first to ever cook this up.
Yeah.
And
because it's before this, it was like corridos tumbados.
Tumbados, yeah.
Right? And then that's hot to me. I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, oh, shit, that's fire. But then when I heard you guys doing it in English and with the hip hop rhythm, I was like, oh man, that's different and shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
that compa T, bro, he came up with the riff, and let him know how you.
Yeah, man. Fucking, we were in the studio. It was at one time like, hey, let's get together. We hit the studio, and you started grabbing the instruments. Next thing you know, I started grabbing the guitar, and I started messing with the melodies and stuff. And boom, we had something.
We found
there.
the tempo.
Yeah, we found it, and I told my boy, hey, let's get to writing, So we started writing the hook right away, there. Boom. We finished it like less than 30 minutes. And next thing you know, we already had everything right there. Like, oh shit, we cooked something.
So
real quick.
we invented something. Yeah.
And that's the best, huh? Like naturally, and it's dope, and you're like excited
unique,
about it.
something
right?
really unique.
Yeah,
and the name says it all. It's Evolucion, Evolution.
And that's your new album, right?
That's the name of that song.
Oh, okay. And your new album is called?
Well, we don't know what we're gonna name it right now. We were gonna drop all of the songs, but we're gonna drop them as singles first.
Oh, okay.
Feel me? So we're back in the studio to create more because like I was telling you, it has been getting very, very, very dope because people are accepting it, and I'm not talking about just raza. Like I live in Compton and I live in Watts, so I have a lot of black fans, and we've been going to like black podcasts, and they've been like, "Whoa, this is hard as fuck."
Yeah, that's
you feel me?
right?
Because it's a sound when you don't sound like nobody, and you feeling the vibe, and you feeling the live instruments and all that.
That's what stands out.
You're gonna respect it. You feel me?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the raps, they're from Compton. It's that vibe. It's raza flow.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And then so from DJing to rap, dude, how did that work out for you? Like, was that something that you were just like?
With Coolio was we would freestyle before we would do every show. That's how he would shake the nerves.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And then 5 years of fucking really. At first it was just like I'm the DJ in the back. Just fucking around, and then it was like we started putting in some real bars in it, and it started getting better and better and really hard. And I told him I was gonna give it a go. That's why I stopped DJing for him, bro. And he was so proud of me. He went to my first show, like a real. When you see me perform, it's because I looked at this man for 5 years rock a fucking arenas and arenas.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And understanding what entertainment is and performing. Being in the booth is a whole nother performance.
Yeah.
And that's why when you hear the new style of music, you hear a lot of choppy stuff because they're not performing in there. They get to punch in.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a lot of punching in.
Yeah.
So you're not never gonna get that vibe, that melody of really rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to catch that on by freestyling, and I gave it a go. And Coolio was like, "I'm fucking with you, bro. Like, give it a go. It's gonna be a long ride."
Excuse me.
But
Bless
it was a bless you.
Sorry,
Bless you.
Dile, fuck you too.
Yeah, no, dude, you know? Yeah,
No, but it was a blessing, and it was an easy transition because, again, my favorite, the posters I had on my wall when I was a kid was Dr. Dre, Yela, and Quick. De verdad, way.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was infatuated
You were
with
growing
that.
up in the 90s, también? Or?
Yeah, in Compton.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
With Game on the same block.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if you look at the first album, the documentary, and you flip it over and you look at Friends, my name's on that motherfucker.
Oh, that's what's up,
Me
dude.
and my brother, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's I grew up in the city of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like how the East Coast people be talking about the Bronx and all that shit. I get to talk about growing up in Compton.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You know
dope.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to be able to say that and be the first Mexican rapper out of Compton because Yella named me that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that alone was, beautiful. So creating this sound and being able to rap on this was a transition too, because I had always rapped in English.
Mm-hmm.
So Yella siempre quería for me to rap in Spanish. Y le decía, güey, well, the fuck, man, it took me this many years to get respect
Yeah.
in English.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about rapping in Spanish, and no podía, güey. And to my homeboy, Man Hablado, he came up with ideas, and I have the one the video I showed you with Easy in it,
Uh-huh.
the Somos de Compton.
Yeah.
My homeboy wrote that, and I'm proud to say that shit. Like one of my big dudes that was like, I see you doing this Spanish shit. I wrote you a fucking song that I
Spanish
want
song
you to
and
do. I'm like, I don't know, but this dude is like my brother, bro.
Yeah.
He's my producer. He produced it and filmed it. That nigga went and bought cameras just to do that video.
Oh,
Bro,
that's dope,
like
dude.
that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brother, bro.
Yeah.
You know, his kids call me uncle, and they were like, try this shit.
Yeah.
So
And then, like, growing up, like, for example, not growing up, but, like, like, when you get to a certain level, people write songs for you, huh? That's, like, common, right?
yeah, well,
And
the
then,
only reason I allowed it, bro, I'm a competitive rapper, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. Anybody been in the studio with me, they'll let you know that I gets in it. Only reason I had problems, it was because I couldn't come up with words. You feel me?
Mhm.
And so the first song was written by Man Hablado. The second song I released called Amigos was written by La Sinfonía. And after that was enough.
Oh, all right.
I understood everything I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up doing a song with Bobby Castro that's big, that I was like proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first Spanish verse by myself. And then after that, I did the Compton album, and I just started destroying people.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I just started going hard. So me doing this with the homies, I had to do that first to get to this
Sure.
level.
Yeah.
Because these dudes were already on the motherfucking top.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wanted to do was hinder their style and sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wanted to add. I didn't want to ride on their coattail.
Sure, sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
vice versa. I wanted to be able to be that bad motherfucking rapper that could bring in that style and be accepted too.
Definitely.
That shit's got to sound hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
the reason I bring up the ghostwriting, because in rap, people are like, oh, that fool's ghostwriting. Like, he's not the talent, right?
Yeah.
But, like, when you look at Taylor Swift, for an example, right? Like, the amount of songs she puts out, there's no way she can write all those songs, right? Because you have creativity block.
Yeah.
So people write songs and they shoot
Yeah.
it to them. Billie Eilish, her brother writes songs. shoots
I
them
know
to her, right?
Dr. Dre's ghostwriter.
Uh-huh.
And he had gave me some advice that I was like, yo, bro, how can I get to these levels? He's like, you need to write for one of your OGs. So I wrote the old school volume 2 for Kid Frost. I wrote 85% of that.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
All the verses on there, a lot of the hooks. My boy that wrote Somos de Compton produced the majority of that shit.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I brought the team in, but yeah, everybody does it. I did it to learn how to do it in Spanish.
Sure.
But I did it with like the closest friends that I ever got. That's La
That's the
Sinfonía
best
and Man
and shit, no?
Hablado.
Yeah.
Those are the only dudes that I will allow to even write for me.
Mm-hmm.
But they wrote 2 verses for me. You know, and after those 2 verses, I was like, fuck, I got this shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing now. You know what I mean?
That's what's
we
up.
get it in.
Yeah, and going back to like the Spanish music, like how was it to get signed with a label doing like banda music, dude? You know, like
And Ruthless out of all shit.
and Ruthless, yeah, right? Like a hip hop label and shit, dude. Like how did that make you guys feel and shit?
I mean, well, we already knew people from Compton and stuff like that.
Sure.
So I mean, we from South Central, but I mean,
Same difference, like they say, no? Nah.
Same shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
same shit, you know, same
On the
shit.
block.
Like Inglewood, Compton,
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
Central, right? It's like, you know?
same
Yeah.
thing.
What's up?
Yeah.
So we already knew what's up, and I guess they liked the vibe that we had, and they invited us like, hey, come through, let's check us out. So they wanted us to perform how live and stuff. So,
Yeah.
So we gave them like a little thing and live, and they liked it. So since then we've been family, you know.
Oh, duh. And then just for folks that don't know, like we have a lot of people, bro, that are barely getting into music, bro. You know, like our platform is a lot, like it's dope when we get experienced people, right? But our platform is a lot of up and coming young people, bro. Like earlier today, we had a 20-year-old. He started doing music a year ago, so he just started learning about punch-ins
That's
and
dope, yeah.
ad-libs and shit, right? So I like to use this as an educational thing too. I'm learning as well sometimes too, bro. Like, how does that work? Like a label when they approach you, bro. Like say you're already doing your own thing, right? And you're dropping your content on YouTube. You have your style, like how does that work, bro? You get an Instagram message, or like are you reaching out to labels, or like?
I mean, well, basically, like we have our own like Instagram, like you say.
Sure.
They have ratios to us through there. También,
Okay,
you know,
so
like,
somebody saw y'all vibing somewhere, like
Yeah.
you guys are doing shows, you guys are putting out content,
Yeah.
and somebody saw you guys,
Yeah,
right?
shout out to the homie
yeah.
Box.
Fox,
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people in Ruthless, the word of mouth, fool, and then especially in the hood, you know, if you one of those bad motherfuckers, the hood knows,
Yeah,
you know, and it's at Ruthless.
And people are tagging you,
Yeah,
right? Like you know?
at
Yeah,
Ruthless,
yeah.
there's a lot of people that got their ears to the streets with talent, and these dudes, they're not just anybody, you know what I mean? Those motherfuckers got it. They got a buzz.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
popping
dope.
and shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I want to get to the video you guys shot with the Too Short, kind of like how that, but like to touch a little bit more, like so people see you and they hit you up, right? Like boom, because to me, I get an Instagram, I would be like, oh, that's a scam or something, right? Like I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
right? You get me? Like it's not this for like,
Yeah, I mean, we got hit up by Rancho Humilde.
okay,
you know,
yeah,
by-
yeah,
by-
that's what.
Yeah, we got hit up by
okay.
Jimmy Humilde once.
Yeah.
También, you know,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, what's up?
Because
We-
that's who I would think would want to get you guys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked to them and stuff, but the management that we had with, like, they wasn't like, they were trying to be part of it.
Oh,
But I
okay.
guess they didn't want it to release us and stuff, so they were like, so we couldn't sign nothing with
Yeah.
them. You know, we were stuck. So, you know, we're like,
Because of the management contract you guys had, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes these things hold you back, and sometimes they help, right? And that is one thing I've heard, like in contracts. Sometimes the deal just ain't good, bro, right? And then
Yeah.
you gotta be willing to say no, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what? It's not
yeah,
for
we were
me. and
supposed
shit,
to
you
be
know?
on the Smoke Me Out tour. You
Oh,
know,
shit.
when they barely started,
Yeah.
we were supposed to be on it, but I guess the management it didn't worked out.
Oh,
So I was like, man, fuck it. But he's a cool dude. You know, he got us to go play for his birthday.
uh-huh.
We went and play in Vegas,
Oh, duh.
and we were right there in the penthouse. We were right there with a couple of artists. You know, like
Yeah.
where everybody
Connecting and
yeah,
shit, man. Yeah,
connecting
right,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We were playing con El Fantasma that one time, huh?
Yeah, that shit was dope.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Because, yeah, that's the other thing, too, that in music, bro, is like networking, too, right? So, like,
Yeah.
when you show up somewhere, like, I feel personally, bro, don't show up like you the star, no? Like be humble, no? Show up and, like, hey, what's up? What do you do? Kind of, like, mingle and shit, bro,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
And connect with people and shit, bro,
yeah,
you know?
that's how it is.
Yeah, right? Because then you never know who you're going to meet. Or like you can collab, or maybe they know somebody that's looking for something. I don't know. It's like the world, like in general, no? Like people
yeah.
help each other out in a way, no? So then when you got your guys' first label, even if it was the deal at that time, the deal seemed good, no? Like whatever you guys
Yeah, I
ended
mean,
up
it was
getting.
good. I mean,
yeah.
that we were in the radio and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know, and we were touring and stuff. So
Yeah.
so it was kind of all right, you know.
All
like,
right.
You know, but after a minute, you know, like you started seeing a lot of stuff, you know, what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
And you know, you
Yeah.
already know they're trying to get you. So,
Yeah. Music is a grimy business, bro.
yeah,
huh?
yeah, it
Just
is.
on
It
all
is. Straight
levels
out.
and shit,
The
bro.
grimiest.
Yeah.
Straight
Everybody
shit.
looking out
But
for
just long
themselves
as,
and shit.
long
trying
as
to-
you know it's a business,
Yeah.
you're gonna be all right. You feel
Yeah.
me? And make sure like that you got your business straight. Make sure
Yeah.
you know you got your writers, you got your you're publishing. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Make sure you do it, because if you got other people doing it and you're not educating yourself and not learning the business, then you're just a sack. You feel me? You're just the product.
Yeah.
You gotta know
wear out, right?
Yeah, and you gotta know the business.
They'll be like, nah, we don't need you no more.
Yeah.
We got the most out of you already.
Or they try to put you like in the dark, you know.
And that's the
one-
thing, right? People get shelved, bro. People get shelved. There's music.
Definitely.
I heard of people that have music for 5 years, bro. That we're focusing on this artist right now for labels and shit, so we can't bring this one out because you're competing or whatever, no?
Yeah.
But
me and my boy, we started our own record label as well.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we dropped everything, we started our own little record label, Asociados Records.
Yeah, being independent is dope, no? I mean, right?
Yeah. But then we came across with the Rich and Ruthless. So, but I mean, we're still kind of independent. But I mean, you know,
what's dope is that Lil Eazy doesn't trip on us doing our independent game too.
Yeah. All right. That's
you feel
dope.
me?
Yeah.
And that's the dope part about being part of the family. That he's not tripping. We're going for a win, and he wants everyone to win. And you know what I mean? Long as you're putting out the label, putting the label out, that's, you know, it's a family.
Yeah.
And it's really dope because we're learning more that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the game and putting out more shit, and you know, being part of Ruthless.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, because that's rare to find too, right? Because I think folks in general, if they want to, you got to execute my plan. And if my plan, you're not vibing, then it's not working out, right? You get me?
Yeah.
And that's a lot in this game, right? Like a lot of people, well, I have the plan, and if you're not gonna roll with it, then you can't be part of the plan.
Yeah,
you get me?
Yeah.
So that's dope that you guys get to explore and still, because music is a craft, bro, right? Like you guys coming up with this sound is like, man, that's dope, right? You get me? Like your creativity needs to be fed and shit, no? And be able to experiment and shit, you know? So. Yeah.
I mean, and también, you know,
La segunda voice don't talk much and shit, huh? Nah?
Aquí estamos, yeah.
Aquí está. Yeah.
Are you high?
Nah.
Oh.
But I feel you though, bro. Yeah. This is big for us, honestly, because we come from corridos, canciones. You know, nothing to do with this that we showed you, the Evolucion. So we're evolving into that.
Yeah.
Just like Kiki too, he's evolving to kind of like corridos, like
right?
our genre. You know what I mean?
You guys are both experimenting something new at the same time on the reverse side.
That's why it's called Evolucion.
Yeah, so you guys can help him and he can help you guys, and it works out, right? You
it's
know?
like we recreated each other. So it's like a whole new thing now, you know, and that's why people are starting to catch on and people are starting to feel the vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was the most important part for us when we were doing the song. We didn't just let's get to it. We were bumping music. We were eating. También comimos, güey. We were chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Then this fool picked up the guitar. It was not like we went in there.
We're gonna make something.
We weren't even thinking about it.
Yeah, we were just. It just came naturally, bro. And that's why the music sounds like that, because we don't sound like nobody.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't tripping. We ain't. And they have their projects by themselves that are coming out. And I have another project that's coming out.
Yeah, that's dope.
You feel me?
Yeah,
but this Evolucion sound that we came up with is us three, and that's why, you know, we're going back into the studio to actually finish a whole album. You know, we were gonna just do an EP and drop 3 singles. You know what I mean? But we're back in the studio now to.
So you're gonna increase this EP?
Yeah.
So you're gonna make it a
we're
full
adding
album?
a full album.
Yeah.
Full album
Of this style and
of
music.
this style.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
And what are challenges that you guys have with making this style of music, bro? Like, because it's new, right? So you guys have to be creative for starters. But like, what are some of the challenges you guys come across, like in your own respective areas? I guess, you know.
I mean, I think for myself, it's just the timing.
Timing.
You know, timing is it's everything.
Yeah.
You know, like we all work, we got things to do. You know, I'm a family man, so you know we gotta take care of the family first before we gotta do something.
Yeah.
So you know, family comes first.
I suck that you said that because I be telling that to my wife, but there's 2 days in a row. I've been here 2 days in a row almost, bro. So, but I tell her, hey, sometimes it's grind mode though, right? And
Yeah,
you know?
sometimes I mean they gotta understand. I mean, you know, we gotta grind and stuff.
We've been grinding all for the last 2 months, going hard with this, you know, and now it's starting to catch up. And what's dope, all three of us are family men, and our family has our back with this.
That's dope. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And we back each other up. Fonzie, you saw my DJ. My DJ got here before all of us.
Yeah, he did.
And he's always like that.
A funny story, dude. He rolled up, and you know what was going on right now? They thought he was undercover migra with the uniform.
Security.
And the homies that were here were tripping like, hey, what's going on? You get me? Because they look like, and then I'm on the podcast, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And shit, dude?
Like, what the fuck? Ice hit me?
I thought we were getting hit, dude. I was like, oh,
Shout out to my DJ, man.
Yeah. Nah, but, and then taking it back a little bit, so your family, man, that's your timing it's basically a challenge for you, you know, because you have kids and a wife, I would assume, and shit, right? Yeah. And then you got to work and you got your music and all that. So, damn, I would think you show up sometimes, you're like, I ain't trying to write no fucking song right now and shit, no? But you love it. It's like a passion, right?
I do it for the love, you know. I don't do it for, not do it for money, nothing like
that. That's dope, dude.
I do it for the love of the music.
Those always end up, you guys, the people that have that feeling always end up to be the most successful ones, dude, you know?
Thank you, bro.
Because, you know, like, it's a trick because, you know, I work with some artists, bro, and sometimes I don't rap or nothing, bro, but we invest in music and stuff, you know? And some of the artists we work with, I work with different kinds. Some fools just want to come in and make a song. Boom, right? Other cats, the ones that are, like, successful in it, I think, they'll be like, oh, this beat, I'm feeling this beat right now, dude. Like, I'm going to take my time, like I want to come out with and they come out with like a passionate song and then it hits, bro. Like it's just like, oh shit, that's a banger, you know?
And that's how we did the 3 songs. We kind of just chilled. You know what I mean? We didn't have a beat. We had to make the beat first.
That's what I mean. That's like, to me, I think that's like a challenge because you know how they used to have rock music, right?
Yeah.
So my brother, when I was growing up as a kid, my brother was a big rock person, dude. You know, Guns N' Roses, that era, right? Metallica. And I never understood it, bro. Like I never liked it. But one thing he told me was like, because I used to always listen to rap, and he liked Run DMC and things like that, but not like the gangster rap, you know?
Okay.
And my brother told me he's way older than me, like at least 15 years older than me, right? And he told me, you know why I like rock? He's like, these guys have to write everything. Like they have to write that guitar string, that drum stroke, and and then they gotta blend it all together. Yeah. He was like, in rap, the beats all like padded and shit. And I thought he was downplaying it because I seen how they do some of those things and it's banging, right?
Yeah.
But when he told me that, I was like, I started to appreciate more music that was made like with guitars and live music, you know? Like I had never listened to corridos and I got more like into corridos and banda and those bookies and shit, right? Where I was like, oh shit, like these fools are putting a lot of work into it, bro. You get me? Like to make one song must take a long time and shit, you know?
I mean, it all depends, you know, how you're feeling. Because I have made a song like in a day. You know?
Shit. Yeah.
So, you know, it all depends how you're feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Evolucion took 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. When you said 30 minutes,
we chilled more
than fade music.
We chilled more than what we worked. We ate. We had the chicken man came and we had the wing. Shouts to Mixalitas. You know what I mean? Like we kicked it and we talked about what it should sound like and how it should sound like and you know what I mean? And
we were like, all right, we'll put this instrument in there, or let's put this instrument. So we're just like thinking about the beat and stuff. So we were like, all right, let's try this. Let's put some bongos in there and let's put the requinto, put the bass and stuff.
Yeah, when this fool started playing the bass on it, I was like, oh, we on. I was like, fuck, this shit is really happening.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, fuck, this shit is gonna be the shit, bro. Like, fuck yeah, let's get to it. And these fools were like, look, this is how the hooks are sound. They started coming up with the melody. I said, cool. I just turned around and started writing my verse, bro. Because I felt it. Once I had felt his bass line, I knew we were there.
He kind of disappeared for a minute. He went to the bag and write his stuff.
Yeah, I came back. I'm all like, I got it. Let's go. It was an exciting moment, bro, because it was like, it was coming alive. You know, something that you imagined for so long coming alive. I'm like, to this day, bro, I hear this shit and I'm like, God damn, we did that shit, bro. We really put that shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout outs to Choco Beats too. He's our engineer and he understood the task for the day. Because también como él, he records a lot of rappers. So it was, you know, nonstop reggaeton, nonstop, you know, trap or nonstop of the West Coast sound that's out right now. You know what I mean? It was something different. And when I told him, he was like, hell yeah, let's try this shit here.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So he understood this task too. Everybody that was there for a reason. You know what I mean? And we were,
And then you guys, like, when you say you were chilling, so you book a studio and you were just chilling, trying to come up with concepts and shit, right?
Yeah. We were just talking and kicking it, smoking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just passing the vibe. And it was not like, oh my God, we got studio time. It was like, cool. We know the task. We know that when we go home, there's going to be a song. It ain't how many songs you could record. It's the song you record.
Yeah.
And some artists forget about that. You know, I've seen some artists where it's just like, oh, you know, Lil Wayne it and say whatever, and that's what it is. And you know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. But, you know, when you put a little effort into what you're going to say and how you're going to say it with some feeling, you know, you capture a bigger moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then what are some of the challenges you have, bro? Like kind of making the music and shit.
Well, pretty much, it wasn't a challenge for me at all.
Yeah.
Like once I laid out the bass line down, I already knew, like, I'm like a universal bassist. You know, so I do all types of songs.
Oh, okay.
Rock, fucking rap. I tried it with Evolucion, and that's how I popped out.
Yeah.
The rap bass lines. But coming from canciones, corridos, and all that, that's what helped me evolve.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so it was pretty easy for me, to be honest. It was no challenge at all.
That's what's up. Yeah, it's
You
dope
gotta
when it comes
understand.
naturally, too, you know?
You got to understand. Like I told you, these motherfuckers were already popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just me going over there and say, hey, you know, you guys down to try this new shit.
Yeah.
And when we create it, we're going to go on promoting it, because I don't want to leave it in the vote, like you say.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of songs get left in the vote. And this one, this sound almost got left in the vote because we were going to release it last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like my brother said, everything has timing. All of us we were not in the position where we could do what we had to do to make this and people to appreciate it by us putting it 100%, being able to come and do these interviews and, you know, driving ourselves and all that. Last year we weren't in this position.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So soon as the timing came in, it was just like, I kind of just emailed a couple people. Next, you know, we're on American Cholo. You know, we ended up just getting on at the right time. And it's just, like he said, it was timing. And all these people have been accepting our request of being on podcasts, is like how you did, dope. Man. I appreciate you too.
Yeah, for sure. And we're a small channel, bro. So, you know, we try and do support wherever we can and stuff, man. You know,
we're going.
But we grinders, bro.
Every single one. You feel me? To us, it ain't small, bro, because this ain't small.
Yeah.
You ain't in, when we did already houses and that's small.
Yeah.
Feel me? I applaud you, feel me, for what you're doing here, my dog,
that,
and allowing us to come into your platform.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel me, man? So you ain't small, not if we're here.
Yeah, and people always say too, bro, like I always tell everybody, like the platform is everybody's, bro. It's not ours. You get me? Like to us, it's like we want to do our part to support not only our community, like Hispanics, but like the rap, the community, the underground community in a way too, bro, you know? Like, so we're blessed to sometimes have some artists like you guys or Misfit that show us love too, bro, you know? But it definitely, for us, is dope to be able to do our part, bro, because we've been shut down a lot for artists that we try to bring up because they don't have a big following and all that. So we don't want to do that. So that platform was built on things like that, bro. You know?
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, bro. And
yeah, for sure.
Appreciate that, bro.
We're having a good time just being here with you guys and sharing this moment. You feel me? And allowing us to, you know, like you said, bring something new to the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, so let's fast track forward. So the Evolucion album, like, how'd you guys come up with like the name for that, bro? Like how was that gonna happen and shit?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're both evolving. Asociados and Kiki.
Yeah.
You know, we getting into the rap game. He's getting into the corrido game. We're making something new, a new genre. So that's evolving. And that's how we come up with that name, Evolucion.
And I'm always curious, like when it comes to covers, like who come up with like the man transitioning through from monkey to that?
Shout outs to Articulate, and it was just kind of like
the stone to the
that was like, all Articulate. Theo Hueso.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did the artwork for that shit, bro. So shout outs to the homie. He actually did the cover for the song that I dropped with Lil Eazy, Peligrosa. But when we told him the name of the song, he ran with it, right? He did all that, right? Yeah, we didn't kind of.
It's like the Beetle one.
We just took the pictures the way he wanted them. He's like, I want pictures like this. So we took them with our phones. And he drew that shit. And he was like, the way I'm going to do the letters, that shit is hard. If you look into the detail.
I like it,
man, shout outs to Articulate, man. Like, that fool Mike really got down on that, bro.
Yeah, he did, dude.
You know what I mean? And he does that shit like a lot. You know, they're the creators of the Calacas. So, you know, all of that artwork. And that's real Latino, Mexicano artwork at its fullest. Right there too. You feel me? At its fullest. It was his idea to bring it from Monkey to us doing the Beetle thing. That was all his shit, bro.
And it's crazy because I seen all of that. So I was able to see the cover. And I'm always looking at details. Like, like I make covers, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I kind of like, oh, that's just dope. Oh, that's just dope. You get me? Because I like to kind of, especially seeing like the transition of the letters. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's just a hard ass cover, dude. You know?
Yeah, he did that, bro.
People creativity is dope, dude, in all aspects. And
I sent him the song. I told him the name, and again, he was like, I'm doing this.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean? He was like, fuck yes, this is something new. This is what I want to do, and he did that shit, bro.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean? He was
He's an artist, though.
Yeah, he's an artist. You know, he draws and all that shit.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah.
It was his idea and all that, man. So shout outs to the homie. Yeah, man. And it's just being accepted everywhere, bro. And the timing is perfect right now, you know, for making
new sound
and a new sound. You know what I mean?
I think definitely for a new sound, because I feel like, me personally, dude, like, I don't want to say everything's sounding the same.
It is.
But I'm seeing that not a lot of effort is being put into music right now, bro. Right? That's just my personal opinion. And, yeah, I mean, anybody can like it or not.
No, I agree. You know? I agree. As a DJ, me and Fonzie will tell, like, damn, like, everything sounds the same. You know what I mean? Like, we already got all these goddamn Littles and Drakes and all this. You know what I mean? And we have plenty of blue-faced rappers, too, now. You know what I mean? And, like, it's time for some new music to come in. And I have all that style of music too, but you know, me as a DJ and as a creator, my soul wanted to do something different. La neta, because you know, I love music. I love, you know, there's dance music, there's hip hop, there's all styles of music.
Yeah.
But you know, I love all the crates because I DJ, so I love all the styles. You know, so it's easy for me to do any type of song. You know, but what we're doing right now, hits to the heart because it's the first time that we could perform it, and even like abuelitas are feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Las tias are feeling it. We're like, oh shit. You know, like people are like that. We performed it like in front of black people. They're feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it has a little bit of for everybody.
Yeah,
bro, for sure,
so it's really dope to be able to, you know, put that out there. The video's out if anybody wants to go out there, you know. Evolucion, Kiki Smooth, and Los Asociados, the video's out. Shout outs to Extract Films. We went to Bakersfield to shoot it out there, bro.
Oh, really? Yeah. Just cause like Bakersfield's the spot, or
the home? Cause I shot so many videos, and they've shot so many videos, and it's always LA.
Yeah.
That my homeboy that wrote for me, that's Man Hablado, was like, I live in Bakersfield. You guys should come down over here and let's, you know, do something new. Something different. So we did the whole gardeners, like we started as gardeners and the whole thing, bro. It was really fun to do that shit too, bro.
Oh, that is
to like get out of LA and
make them like cinematic and shit,
just do a whole different style. Yeah. He had a plan and he made it happen. He got us a mansion and all that shit, you know.
And that's the other thing I was gonna mention too. Like when you look at music videos, a lot of cats are just rapping with their homies in the back.
Yeah.
And that's the music video. Yeah. And it's dope to some extent, right?
Yeah.
Some lighting, something here, you know. But I miss the videos that were story mode, dude. Like they had like a concept. Even, you know, a lot of 80s music videos, right? It didn't even match up to the song. No. But they would do like a little cinematic movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, that's entertaining to me. You get me? Like,
yeah, we did that. Yeah. We got to do that.
Yeah, that's dope, fun. Dude. It is fun, right?
You know what I mean? We're doing a movie. You know, we're doing a couple things in acting. We love acting, you know? So me, Dre, Fonzie, all of us, it's Long Beach Carlos, there's a lot of we're in a movie called Dead Rabbits that's gonna be coming out soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, the same guys that shoot the videos, we're doing movies with them too. You know what I mean?
Dope.
So
yeah.
It's
where's that movie gonna come out on?
It's going to be hitting like what he said, peak what is that? Peacock?
Peacock.
Oh, Peacock. Yeah. NBC. Yeah.
And it's us. It's us. It's us. We're the stars of the.
What
shit
is it
too.
about and shit, dude?
So like, Tubi. He said
Tubi?
it's about black cowboys with Mexican gangsters, like some crazy. It's a crazy story.
That sounds like a crazy concept.
It's already a crazy story. The kids find our dope and we need our dope, but they happen to be like real cowboys. We're just some mafioso motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it's a dope ass concept. The homie,
like a comedy and shit.
Yeah, the homie Jay. No, it's an action movie. The homie Jay, he wrote it. You know what I mean? But you know, we're moving. We're doing our shit. You know, having a good time. Shout outs to Extract Films. They're the ones that do all my videos and been doing all our shit. You know?
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll get to the performance, bro.
Oh,
I mean, that's the time now and shit, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you know. I just want to let y'all know y'all about to be entertained, bro. This is what we do.
That's what's up.
We don't rap with lyrics. Y'all gonna hear live music. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. And we're gonna put the screensaver on for a minute just so we can set up, and then we'll be back in a couple minutes, man. Stay tuned with us.
check. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Check 1 2 1 2. Happy Friday, everybody. Champion City Podcast. And let's go Factory. Let's go. The West Factory, Evolucion en vivo. Y esto dice. Asociados in the house. My boy Kiki Smooth. Let him know. My name is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton. Rich Ruthless Records. West Factory, Champion City Podcast. It's my brother DJ 45. He's gonna let you know how we do it. Aquí estamos y estamos más fuertes. Pinches envidiosos siempre quieren lo que miran. Pica más de suelo con un juego de canicas. Abuelitas les apoyo, fuimos a la reja. Pagaron por su vida dando vueltas en la ruleta. Sick talking little homies wanna in your future. Funerales para los que tengan duda. Para morir uno tiene que vivir. Y para vivir uno tiene que sufrir. Living like fire after the lost no corner. Sometimes you gotta lose. Just to get strong. They see me with easy, wasn't easy to get these ruthless shoes. But that's the motherfucking truth. Smooth. Este fuego navego parejo, cruzando el pellejo por hacer dinero. Una modelo fumando de lo menos, bajando mi ferro, cargo cero miedo. Vida sagrada que sabe cuidar, aunque no haga lana, me sobra las ganas. Por eso me fiesto cuando alcanza, porque no se sabe si hay otro mañana. Le pido sacudida que me dé una maldita que me ponga en el camino como tu en la tina con un tipo de oro master black we go. Going with the 40 looking gordo. It's nothing personal, it's business when we roll up porque peso de ayer, no se digno de ahora. Pescando todo para un día salir del lodo, sacrificio de un apito y de primo pues de modo. Started with a paper back and now we feeling double. El trabajo roba tiempo coming out the rubble. Soñamos grande todos los días para adelante. Gallito tras gallito, para despegar. Papi, no digo por esto, le he hecho ganas. Hasta el día que los chicos me den ganas. No se pasen de la raya, aquí estamos vivos. Rich Ruthless, siguiendo el camino. Estos juegos navego parejo, arriesgando el pellejo, por hacer dinero. Una modelo fumando del bueno, bajado mi ferro, cargo cero miedo. Y la sagrada hay que saber cuidarla, aunque no haya lana, me sobran las ganas. Por eso me fiesto cuando hay chance, porque no se sabe si hay otro mañana. That's called Evolucion. The video's out right now on YouTube. So we got one more for you. Go hit it to him, though. Let's go. This one's called Fuck You Too. Cigarros tomando unas mimosas. Si mi gente no habla la boca, el pueblito aplaca las cosas. Cuando hablan de mí no me importa, me respaldan las largas y cortas. De morrillo me gusta la jota, ruleteando por toda mi zona. Que hoy es el verano ya, me la pegan aquí, queda como puro van a despegar. Dinero y el poder, con respeto lo merezco, pero lo poder con respeto lo merezco. Puta y puta de verga, confío en nadie, solo salirse de la verga. No quiero ver, porque quiero pero ver. Dale como quiera, mira, vamos con lo ver. Mira, vamos con la sala, vamos empezando. Desde trabajar, carne como gallo. Saco como el malo de many times. Queremos todo de una vez, we slip and then we slide, we ride. No me importa, si gano esta mañana, mi no da igual. Si mi gente no abra la boca, el conmigo aclara las cosas. Cuando hablan de mí no me importa, se agarra una mimosa. Si mi gente no abra la boca, el conmigo aclara las cosas. Cuando hablan de mí no me importa, me respalda las largas y cortas. De morir me gusta la onda, ruleteando por toda mi zona. Hojas de tabaco con las celdas de la luna, caguama con mi dama, caminando con mi pluma. Saberes y tatuajes con las letras de antiguas, espadas y sus techos de para arriba. Costa oeste, solos y vaqueros, es papicorrinos, qué colores tu pañuelo. Soy el mágico, ángel de mi tierra, es amigo chaca con muñecas y botellas. Paloma negra, soy el rey de los borrachos. Ando pelón, todo verde como guachos. Pisando con la esquina, el escollo celebrando. Sones en aviones, la vida que soñamos. Querido amigo, tan que vivo cementerio. Estamos vivos pero sigo en este infierno. La creación del oeste es vigente. W's en el aire si lo sientes. Hey. W's en el aire si lo sientes. Hey. Hey. Big shout outs to everybody out there. Happy Friday. Aquí a mirar la raza. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Thank you. We got one more. I kind of like hey. We gonna party up. This is Friday. I don't like to see that, but todo fue. I'm about to go down. Hey. Big shout out to everybody tuning in. Happy Friday, y'all. Toma de lo bueno, sube la volumen, la vecina puso el dedo. ¡A huevo! Con un bombón, se prende todo, despachamos con un costón y el ritmo para ambientarme con olor. Ahora viene Lupita, caminando con Lolita. Sí, su mamá quería, ella coquetea, ella me enamora, mamá fea, se menea, lo que sea, con todas sus hijitas. This blue booty, quiero bailar con la gordita, qué bonita se mira, porque me anticipo, acá no es cívico, lo que se mete su oye, mi compadre se le ve, la comadre su papá y partiendo su pastel, partiendo su pastel, partiendo su pastel. Fumando un blog, con un roscón, prende todo, se pachamos, con un tostón y el rico, para ambientarlo con olor. Ahora viene Lupita, caminando con Lolita. Caminando con Lolita. ¿Qué le dice mami? Baby, make it bounce back, who's the feeling wicked? Body on my body, with a body getting freaky. Pop daddy, got the chili, you need like the wing. Se me le tiro más dormido, doing your thing. Hey! Hey! Y el ricón, para ambientar mi polvo. Ahora viene Lupita, caminando con Lolita. Caminando con Lolita. Thank you very much. Happy Friday, y'all.
DJ Life, Los Angeles.
DJ 45, Kiki Smooth, Compton, my brother Dre, Asociados, Rich Ruthless, y'all know what we do, man. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Woo!